Salutations. This week on Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we cover the Fantastic Four animated series. Joel, are you having a fantastic time?
I would say times that by 4, Andrew, and I am.
Oh. Shit, dog. I didn't even anticipate you saying that. I thought you were going to say, I am having a fantastic time. And I was like, well, get ready for this episode.
Well, I
guess you can't get ready for the episode. You're in the episode.
I'm firing on all 4 of my cylinders today, Andrew.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And like the amount of shit we'd be sued out of if we played this Disney Plus streamed cartoon, we will not play the theme song for you, but we can go Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, because that's really kind of what they do. Okay,
yep.
The theme song is great.
Yep, I'm actually listening to it right now.
But it sounds a lot like Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Fantastic Four.
It is,
but they don't.
It is so comical. Like out of all the Marvel superhero cartoons that are around this time, Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Hulk event eventually, a couple years later, it is so far different than all those other theme songs.
Hold on, I'm losing you.
Uh-oh.
This is getting a little
He froze again.
You were saying the difference.
Yeah, it is just like you said, it's very kind of upbeat Disney Chippendales. It's so far different than Iron Man, Spider-Man. It's funny how different it is.
Well, the Fantastic Four's not that. They're not the dark series. I mean, they're Marvel's first family and stuff like that.
But I mean, you could have still done more of a guitar element, like what you're doing with every other one, I guess.
I don't know. The Fantastic Four don't strike me as a guitar riff type theme song.
Maybe it does just fit.
They're like, I don't know. They're like a nice old man that's like you know what the Brady Bunch really needed. Some sweet metal licks in their theme song.
They really needed a double bass in their theme song, the Brady Bunch.
There needed to be more breakdowns. But yeah, I mean, also I'd give this theme song about 6.
I was thinking the same thing. 6 out of 10. My favorite line in the theme song is when they're introducing everybody and their superpowers, and then they're like, the Thing, he likes to fight. That's it.
I got a lot of opinions about the Thing.
Oh, really, Andrew?
I do. We'll get into it in just a second. But Joel, how did Marvel's first family get their own animated series?
So again, Andrew, a part of the Marvel Hour that they was releasing, Marvel just needed to make a cartoon based off of something, and Fantastic Four has always been a popular family, a popular comic for them.
It wasn't until Millennials, I think, that they stopped really fucking with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I don't know what it was about. Even for me, the Fantastic Four was cool, but I never really cared about them. I liked their villains. Okay.
That's kind of it. Their villains are dope. but it's weird because it's like they're more interesting when they fight other heroes.
Yeah, they are. Andrew, since you're the residential comic nerd, do you know how the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four got made? Like the comics?
Actually, no. All I remember really is it was just Stanley was like, they need a family unit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, I don't. I actually don't remember because I'm not really into the Fantastic Four.
that's really it. It was Lee and Kirby
Right.
are the ones who made the Fantastic Four.
And just for clarification, it's like 80% Kirby, maybe 20% Stanley
Yeah.
on the labor side.
Yeah, everything I could see, it was like Stan Lee mentioned that he had this idea for it, and Jack Kirby did all the drawing, all the pencil work, and then Stan
all
Lee
the
just
writing.
Stan Lee, all he did was, it looks like, came back and added the dialogue maybe in the comic.
And even then, it's like Kirby kind of wrote that too. It's like, I don't know. You got to give it to him though. Stan Lee's one of the best salesmen of all time, because
Dude.
that was really why they kept him around and stuff.
He was the face. He was the face.
Yeah, man.
He could,
I don't think you could. I don't think Jack Kirby would want to be the face
no.
of Marvel Comics. I feel like he was just one of those guys who was like, I just want to draw.
Yeah, I think
And
he
be
didn't
left
want to.
alone.
He didn't want to deal with like what comes with being the face. You know, he was
Yeah.
just like, I just want to draw. Just make sure my paycheck's clear,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be happy. You can use me as much as you want, Lee. But yeah, I mean, there's really not too much. I did see a lot of stuff. Well, apparently there was debates around really who came up with it. But
Yeah, I
Stan,
can see that.
but Stan Lee has always said it was both of them, which
Yeah. Of
Two-
course he was. He lived longer.
I was about to say, anyone who is saying it's the both of us, that tells me chances are it was mostly the other dude, and you just want some sort of credit from it as well.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I was there. It's like that one meme of all those guys holding the cake and cutting it, and there's one guy who's like faking that he has a knife. That's Stan Lee. I feel bad talking shit about him because there's that documentary coming out about elder abuse of
Oh.
him. All
Andrew,
right.
that's it for the history. Not much to go off of, but hit us with the voice cast.
All right. So the voice cast for the Fantastic Four is Quentin Flynn
Four.
is Johnny Storm.
All right.
Brian Austin Green is Johnny Storm, and I think season 2. And if I'm wrong, it's the other way around. Neil Ross is Doctor Doom, Super Skrull, and the Puppet Master.
All right.
Stan
Villains.
Lee is Stan Lee, Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Tony J is Galactus.
What a
and
great.
Terrax. Right. Lori Allen is the Invisible Woman, Sue Richards.
Yay.
Bew Weaver is Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And Chuck McCain is Benjamin J. Grimm, The Thing.
Smashing time.
It's slobbering time, is what he would say if he was going to give you a blowjob.
That would be a very, very hard
It would
blowjob.
it would not be an enjoyable experience
Take
for
two-
anyone,
take-
I'm pretty sure.
Take 2 rocks, rub them together. Now imagine what it would feel like if your penis is between those.
Not great.
Not great at
I
all.
assume. Not great. So for their other works, we have Lori Allen as Mom Sadness in Inside Out. She's also
Okay.
Pearl Krabs in
Aw.
SpongeBob. Bew Weaver is Octane in The Transformers.
Sweet.
Chuck McCain is Duckworth in DuckTales.
Hoo-hoo.
The 1991. Quentin Flynn is he's Raiden, his English voice actor for Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh boy.
Brian Austin Green is he's David Silver in Beverly Hills 90210.
Hey.
We got another Beverly Hills. Neil Ross is the museum narrator in Back to the Future Part 2. And finally, Tony Jay is Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think that's where a lot of people got introduced to Tony Jay.
What?
I always want
that
to call
movie
him
about
Tony
that
Jaw
freak?
because I keep thinking about, the who just wanted love and then he gets cucked.
Poor Quasimodo.
Poor little Ucko.
What that told me is that if you look like a freak, you will never find love. Sadly.
Yeah. So let's talk about the show. I feel like if Ben didn't transform into the Thing, his life would be significantly worse because his attitude would get him sent to prison.
Yeah.
But now he gets to fight monsters and stuff.
He gets to take out all that rage and aggression that he has pent up for good.
It's just like he's I don't know, I love it's so classic, The Thing, but his characterization of like the why-yada guy, because he's always like, you better eat your vegetables or I'm gonna come over there and bop you one
straight to the moon.
Yeah, which would kill a normal human being.
Yes,
I'm
it
pretty
would.
sure.
It would.
Also, I laughed pretty hard in the first episode.
Okay.
Because they're just like, don't they say that cosmic rays are dangerous? And Reed Richards is like, there's not enough proof to prove that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Reed, I feel like you really dropped the ball on this.
What's a risk without the gamble?
Just like any ray seems to be bad for you, and that's in real life.
Cosmic rays are bad for you. There's no evidence to that, but
I don't know. There's not enough evidence to support that claim.
But don't stand by that microwave over there, or you'll become infertile. So stay away from that.
Do you have a favorite Fantastic Four villain? I know who it is.
Dr. Doom.
It's everybody's.
I mean,
Mine's Galactus, personally. Also, this show has another just Ghost Rider coming in, fucking everything, just winning the fight almost immediately
It's
and
probably
then leaving.
the best. It's probably the
That's
best.
the best. That has been the best comic book anything that has ever been made was Ghost Rider just taking out Galactus in 6 seconds.
Just being like, look at me. Done.
Right here. That would be fun if the Ghost Rider was a mom. Come here. Look at me.
Look at me.
Young
Right
man.
here.
Pen and stare.
Yeah. And then
The ultimate guilt trip.
she tells everybody else to go sit in a corner for 20 minutes, think about what they've done, and then just, I guess, gets in her minivan with flames
Also,
on it.
this is the one of the first series to adopt the Invisible Woman rather than the Invisible Girl.
Oh. She finally
And,
passed that age, Andrew.
Ugh.
I felt gross saying it.
It's like, I don't know if you've showered yet, but I highly suggest after that one. Yeah, I don't know. Its animation was pretty good.
I always enjoyed the animation. I thought it was solid.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
It's hard to animate a stretchy guy.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's gotta be tough and it's gotta be smooth. Like if you have choppy animation with a stretch person, it's noticeable. But I think they did a pretty good job with all the stretchy powers.
I
And of course, Invisible Woman's just invisible. Well, really, is her power invisibility or is it force fields?
according to this cartoon, it's what just invisibility, right?
No, she makes force fields.
Then
She protects Reed in one.
She could
So
just.
it's like,
They could have called her
because
the.
you know, she is the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four.
They should have just called her Force Lady or
Lady Force.
Lady Force. There you go.
That sounds more like a team than a hero.
Lady
We're
Force.
the Lady Force. And they'd be like, woke propaganda. And then I'd be like, actually, on this one, I think I might agree.
It's made up of nothing but ladies. I don't see what.
Who wants to watch a bunch of girls? According
could've-
to the market, not a lot of people, unfortunately. So this show's got a lot going on. It's got the Hulk in it. It's got Black Panther. It's got I think this is the last of these. So they do Silver Surfer, but that's on Fox.
Yeah. I think.
But like, this is the one with the most crossovers.
I kind of start wondering, were they doing this to possibly see if there was any other like hero characters that the markets, responded well to, and then they could have made a
think so.
cartoon of them?
Or at least more action figures.
More
Like, oh,
action
this is
figure.
Black Panther from that one episode of Fantastic Four. That's so cool. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm all buy it. I wonder if they did make like a lot of the action figures based off of this, because I remember having a lot of superhero action figures, but there was never any cartoons to like correspond with those action figures. So I always wondered where they came from.
I don't know.
I guess just
Um,
making them off of comics.
I want to say there was like a stretchy Mr. Fantastic and stuff like that. I mean, that's a gimme, right? You Stretch Armstrong, Mr. Fantastic.
If they didn't make one, they were stupid for not making one.
They should make one for the upcoming movie.
Ooh, that would be cool.
You could have what is that guy's name? You could have your very own stretchable Pedro Pascal. And depending on how you view that phrasing I just said, and how you feel about stretching Pedro Pascal. It's talking about gay sex.
Yep.
Anywho, it's time to move to your new reoccurring segment.
Just trying to think of like the adult store that has the Pedro Pascal Mr. Fantastic blow up doll. He stretches in all sorts of ways.
He stretched to your form alone. Wink.
Be the most horrifying, just Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, they all do look surprised, don't they?
They
Probably
do.
because they didn't realize they're going to get fucked. But it's time to move to your new reoccurring segment. Reviews that are fantastic, and they're reviews that aren't for everyone.
Oh, Andrew. Oh.
Bite me. That was a glorious.
Glorious. So this is sitting on a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. It has over 4,000 ratings, Andrew. I think
That's pretty respectable.
I think that's the highest out of the Marvel shows we've talked about so far. So,
Ooh, okay.
could not find any low reviews, but I did find a 10 out of 10 titled Marvel Superhero Family. A cool, short, and well-developed show. It's about 4 people, a smart guy, a blockhead, an immature kid, and a girl going to space and gaining powers. Thereafter, they fight bad guys like Doom, Galactus, and the Mole People. Fantastic Four overall was a great show with a lot of character guests, and they were all awesome. It's a fast-paced show, but it's still good. What can be learned? How to work together as a team. Verdict,
Oh man.
fantastic show.
What? Talk about a winner of a review.
I know. Way to go.
I mean, usually I make fun of him a little bit, but I was just like, this is so wholesome. It's just like, The Thing, he's kind of a blockhead. It's like, ah.
Way to go, Thunder King 6. Your review.
It gets the Andrew Hesketh Cartoon Dumpster Dive seal of approval.
Oh,
So is there a bad review?
no, I couldn't find one. I think
All right, well, do you have any closing thoughts about the Fantastic Four?
I actually like this show. I mean, it's not
bad.
It's not bad. It, like, especially like Iron Man and the Hulk. Those, it's like every season is something that's, you got like one bad season, I guess. And I kind of dropped the ball. I didn't mention this, but this one had 2 seasons, 25 episodes.
Yeah, what the first season is based off of the stories by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby,
Yep.
and season 2 has John Byron's 1980s run
Yeah.
of the Fantastic Four.
I think both.
And I think it also gets a new animation studio in season 2.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's the same people who do the Dark Knight, because not the Dark Knight, but Batman, or the studio that did the Hulk, because it looks more like that style.
Yeah. Out of all the Marvel cartoons we've talked about, this one I would say watch this one first, and then if you want to go back, watch Iron Man, Hulk, go do that. But I like this one. I like all the guest appearances. It's just a fun time.
Yeah, it's a funner show too.
Yeah.
Just in vibe alone, it's a funner show.
Would that be your...
Also, never miss a chance to watch a Thing versus the Hulk fight. I'll tell you that. And there's one in this show.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good from this show.
There is. It's one of the ones that I'm like, yeah, watch them both. Both seasons are pretty solid, which is not what we have said the past 2 episodes of our. Oh yeah, shit. We didn't even say it was Marvel March Madness.
We are now. It's Marvel March Madness.
It's Marvel March Madness. I mean, if we're 3 weeks in. If you haven't clued in,
who's gonna
as to
win?
what we're doing?
Who's gonna win the championship? Who's gonna take it home?
That's how. Get your brackets ready for a fantastic time as we cover the Fantastic Four. But I think that wraps up the Fantastic Four. Give it a shot if you like Marvel stuff. Which, if you do, you have Disney Plus for sure. But that wraps it up for us. We have a website, cartoondumpsterdive.com. There you can send a request or go to our store and buy some merch. If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/cartoondd. There we have a $5 tier that gets you stickers and pins mailed to your door, bonus episodes with extended audio, and access to our Discord. We have an X and Blue Sky, both Cartoon DD. We are Cartoon Dumpster Dive everywhere else. And as always, we appreciate a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice. And we hope you have a fantastic rest of the week.
See ya.
For at least 4 of the days of the week.
See ya.
You can get fucked on those other 3 as far as I care.
We don't care about those 3 days.
We'll care about you. Have a great rest of the week.
See you guys.
Hold on, I'm losing you.
Uh-oh.
This is getting a little
He
annoying.
froze again. He's like the Human Torch, but with freezing. Actually, Discord just sucks. Andrew, come back to me. This is a part of our broadcast where Discord has frozen on us. And now we just wait for it to unfreeze, and we'll cut this out. So you guys will never hear it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Odds are you're not going to hear it at all, because I'm going to cut this part out.
I'm back.
This has been a Lughole podcast.